Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is map 2 of the UGC Asian Finals for Season 13. And this is going to be a single half of good old Viaduct. So, first to 3. Harko is super quick out, does get a pipe kill on Kenny. And we'll soak up some heals here. Was just kind of isolated without much help for a second there. But that's how it goes with Demoman. Scout getting in here. Doesn't get a kill. Just kind of gets shut down by a nice pipe. And wow, Walaos are doing work here. Not having a problem getting that capture. And, well, they're going to keep the pressure on here as well. Harko sidestepping a flare shot. Just going to have to back up a little bit here and just settle in. There goes the Korean Heavy doing some work. Wish I could pronounce his name or her name. But, sorry, that is a language I do not read. But Red in very comfortable control here, as you can see. Likes just sitting back here, trying to keep an eye out on where things might develop from, trying to inform his team of some people's locations, and then, well, find a nice juicy target to stab in the back, like perhaps this medic right here, just towing around, waiting for this pyro to kind of be distracted to go somewhere else. It's gonna be, oh, there's the decloak, but right in front of the medic. So he says, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of here. It's like I think we did have a bit of a switch up, as Taimo is in here now. Oh no, okay, this is still the other player. He's just changed his tag. We still have the regular Taimo, but I already forgot that guy's name. Something with an S. Slowpoke. There we go. Just needed to do a little exercise with memory, you know. W40k for life, or Warhammer 40k life, whatever. Kritzkrieg ready to go here. And you know who wants it. It's Hariko. And Hariko gonna move forward here. The crit sticky's kind of missing. Yeah, kind of missing the demo man. Actually, Kenny with a nice pipe takes out that medic. So, the medic for the red team, the only casualty of that Kritzkrieg. Maybe not quite the results that you were looking for there. TJ with some nice plays coming around, though. And keeping that pressure on as Blue concedes the point and are having some difficulties here. But the medic here for Blue Team is ready to go with this Kritzkrieg. Waiting on Kenny, however, though. So, kind of slows things down here a little bit. But also, you know, give his teammates time to establish some things. Get ready to go here. There we go. Miu definitely looking for Kenny here to work with his Kritzkrieg with. Kind of got to be a little bit quickly here. PP jumps in just to see what's going on. Here comes the crits, though. Does get Hariko, so that's nice. But there goes Miu. Not quite enough protection for the medic. And Kenny now in trouble here as well. Engineer, oh, the shotgun. Gonna take him down, no problem. And Blue does get a flip here on the point. So a bit of a consolation. I like where that red mini sentry gun is. That's a nice location. The engineer is down, but his sentry gun's still doing a bit of work. Walaos is likes trying to make a play here, make something happen. Pressure continues from red team as they're just going to strong arm their way onto the point. Not really any necessarily like key things that happen there. I mean, just like that really stood out, or like super big plays. But red team just with the pressure, the damage, and their positioning, able to just kind of work forward and push Blue just right off the point. So we see Kenny trying to come back in here, just from the spawn. Had a couple kills going around here. Basically taking out the blue spy. Minaleski does take out the red sniper Slowpoke, so that gives him a little bit of freedom to work with here. But Kenny with the trap on the right side isn't really going to find anybody there. Yeah, actually very nice play from the red pyro. Still over here, but does get gunned down. And they're making some plays happen. Farmer Twins also doing a good job of just kind of being all over the place. I don't know. Yeah, this Chris doesn't quite look like it's finding anybody. But lands some decent stickies around. And looks like they are going to snag the first round here. Anyways, no problem. You see that the Pyro was actually kind of one of the big scorers for Red Team. Curie getting a lot of work done and having some big impact. Haruko extremely fast once again. See, he just totally outpaced Kenny there. A little bit more damage, so he's going to make sure to back up into his medic and get those heals. He's waiting, just waiting so hard for those heals, which I'm a little surprised are not on him yet. There we go. Get your demo man all healed up. And on that note, Haruko, I think, was thinking of jumping in off that sticky. And Blue having a little bit of issues as they're definitely losing some players here. They don't have Kenny once again, which, you know, is really the go-to player for that crit screen. You can do the laser beam route, but, you know, people just run away. So here comes the crits. Looked like a good first sticky. Second sticky gets Farmer Twins and the sniper slowpoke. But his medic just kind of had to duck out the other way. And here comes Haruko and Warhammer 40k. Dealing some damage in return. Red team already in control of the point. Haruko doing work all over the place. Just throwing out a ton of damage. Good stickies, keeping everybody in check. Gonna come back for a little buff. I think he just barely missed getting hit by an arrow there. Let's see if anybody on Blue team can get some action going here. Maybe Kuma. Kuma's had some decent approaches here. Yeah, Vin gets sniped down though, right in front of him. That's the heavy weapons guy, so that is a key loss in this map, this battle. If Big Right Gaming are, you know, interested in switching up their guns, I'd be interested to see if we see a little bit of quick fix here. I think the quick fix heavy is actually extremely strong on Viaduct. But nope, Mew going to stick with Kritzkrieg. We're going to maintain this Kritzkrieg versus Kritzkrieg. It's kind of dangerous, especially if, you know, other medic is staying alive, you just died. Because now you're in the scenario where, like, oh, we have Kritzkrieg, we just have to, like, sit back and wait, and then we'll use Kritzkrieg on him. But if the other team has a Kritzkrieg and they're ready to go, and you're sitting back and waiting, then all of a sudden they're just going to round the corner. Oh, well, maybe not. As Shwanru comes in with a nice stab. So that definitely makes it a little bit more tolerable, but, you know, the Kritzkrieg is kind of a tough decision to just kind of stick with if everybody's rolling. Red's going to stick with it now, and I guess their hope is, you know, kind of more so on the other hand that perhaps Kenny and company waste it. They don't get good results from it. And in that way, you know, 40k and company will be able to come in with their own charge. But we'll see. 40k does stick with the Kritzkrieg himself. Kenny and company are going to have to use this somewhat soon here. I think they're just waiting for information. That's another, you know, important thing with this Kritzkrieg. You just can't throw it out there and hope that you're going to find players. You kind of need to know where people are set up. And that remains to be a question for Blue Team. The other damage or other issues seem to be waiting a long time. Didn't quite get the sniper with that. Would have still been a decent crit. Well, just sticky that first one. Oh my god! That first pipe was nasty. Huge reflex by Kenny. Actually gets TJ with that pipe there as well, looking for the spy. But that spy has run away. Trying to pull him up. Okay, 7 health. Pretty close. Should be able to sneak out here and get this health back. Trying to make sure nobody sees him snag it. But that will be beneficial to him for sure. So do have crits here ready to go from Red Team and Haruko. They want to use it as well. Oh, he does get transparent. That is the Pyro, I believe. Still working around here. Not the biggest success, but at the same time also got kind of enough kills that they were able to stop the capture. Kind of open things up. Thing is, though, that they really definitely have to be careful of this Ubercharge, or Kritzkrieg, excuse me, from Blue Team. And actually, here it comes with Kenny. He's on it. Oh, chasing the medic, but that long-range stick just barely out of location. Couldn't quite get him. Kenny kind of unlucky with these crit stickies all game, pretty much. As Huri Walaos coming in to support his demo man, and throws out some nice flare shots, just trying to keep things on check. So Walaos definitely feeling very comfortable here. The clock coming down here, and Blue, oh, they do have the overtime scenario going on here. They could possibly keep this round alive. 91% though. Oh no, players going down. There's the crit streak. The laser beams as well. The cherry on the cake. And now Walaos, one round away from taking the title here. The UGC Asian division has definitely had a good showing throughout the seasons that, well, they have been an active division in UGC. Good to see more games coming out of them. Very thankful for the person that sent me this demo. And hopefully we'll see more out of Asia in the season to come, as well as just kind of generally across the board. But they have been doing work. They've had a couple lands in Singapore and Malaysia. So big pat on the back to them for, well, doing some community organizing. See how this goes right now. We still, again, have crits versus crits, with blue team having a better charge of it. Or can they locate Kenny? Can they get this going right now? Kenny spams all of his pipes. Looks like he is going to reload here. And it's kind of with the weirdness. I would push in with that, you know. They're kind of, I think what the mindset is, maybe they're like, well, you know, we killed so many people, we just captured the point, they pushed away. But look at this now. Now they're going to use the crits on you. And that's not what you want whatsoever. He only gets Kuma. But Miu did use the crits himself as well. Here comes Kenny. Has gotten 2K so far. Farmer Twins and Hariko. So that's pretty good. They are holding on to the point as well. Kenny has to rely on his teammates to protect himself there. Almost got hit by an arrow from the other medic. Now Miu as well is going to hold on to this crit streak. Wow, good jump by TJ. He's cleared out finally, but still did some pretty good damage. If Miu can build this up fast enough, they'll be, you know, in the advantage once again. Maybe he can get it on Kenny. Maybe he can pop it on 40K. We'll have to see.
The control point is being captured.
Hariko kind of trying to push some pressure on this point. Also has some assists from his teammates. So, good start for Big Right Gaming. They threw that Big Right. It connected. It took a minute 10 off the clock. And that's a great start, but, you know, you need to hold the point for 3 minutes. We're going to have to see how things can go here. 40K, very aggressive with his heavy weapons guy. Going for that laser beams route. They actually have kind of rotated some, forced some other players to rotate into some weird spots. 40K went down to Kuma. Surprise, yeah, like, that Hariko is just getting in on this action. You know, critting somebody else other than him, I mean, I thought that was a pretty good heavy weapons crit. But, you know, if they would have had some follow-up or some people that could kind of stomp the blue team as the blue team was rotating around, and I think they would have had a lot larger of an impact here. Speaking of blue team, they are able to capture this point back. They do have the clock advantage. Walaos almost caught up, but, well, they didn't. Likes over here. Oh, okay, no. We do have the quick fix out here, as I said. Or as I suggested. They, of course, didn't hear me. But just quick fix on the heavy weapons guy is really strong on this Viaduct. And the reason why is you just have so many heals that you can just spit out all over the place. And, you know, it's such a close, tight-knit map. But if you just keep people mostly buffed and healthy and just kind of keep spitting those heals out, you can just keep rotating players around. It's also just extremely difficult to kill that quick fix heavy weapons guy. He just heals so fast. So, I mean, if you just really are using him as a battering ram, and, oh yeah, the quick fix jumps. Using him as a battering ram. Also, you can use the jump properties of this quick fix to rotate your medic around quite a bit. You actually can roll out faster in the middle with it. There's a lot of benefits to it, but, of course, there are some drawbacks and some disadvantages to it. If we get a good crits here by Hariko, that'll just work right through it and just destroy these guys. I think also red could maybe just kind of work their way up here naturally. 40K is actually pretty dangerously close here. Oh my god, yeah, thrown in the air. It's just going to crater down here. This could be red's round here. Or sorry, big right's round here. In the blues, they're going to hold it down. Hariko is chasing back the medic, but comes under duress. He's got to back up. Who knows when that pack is going to spawn. A couple other players getting in the way. Their scout not quite going to be able to do it. He's taken down already, actually. Hariko trying to come back in here. Don't know if they'll be able to trigger this overtime, and indeed they are not. Big Right Gaming survives to fight another round, and they will stick with this quick fix as well. doesn't get the jump off the start. That's okay. You know, if you getting whipped, it's pretty much well enough. And Big Bob coming in here. Kenny just trying to work some magic. That Crits Creek building pretty quick here as well. Quick Fix will build a little bit faster.
4, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled.
See 40K just staying up top here. He's going to be nice and safe here. As long as that spy doesn't rotate all the way around to him. Red has lost a lot of players, but they could still turn this around if Hariko can build this Crits Creek up. And, or 40K can get this Crits Creek up and execute it properly on Hariko. Hariko is getting healed up, so that's good. We'll be ready to go. Here comes a Quick Fix Uber. And, oh, they lose the Crits Creek before they can put it into play. BR doing work, bringing that back. TJ does get a couple decent shots. Actually, Slowpoke snipes somebody out of the air there. Only 3 up for blue. Includes Kenny here, he's a big player. A couple other players coming back. Vin here. Oh, and gonna get brutally side-stabbed there. So it looks like, I was gonna say, Red should be able to recontrol here. Blue is streaming some players forward, though nonetheless, I think that statement still holds that Red will be able to capture here. Indeed, there we go. Won't say that I am psychic off that one. Pretty easy prediction to make. And Blue trying to work their way forward here, just kind of stuck in that middle section, kind of just trying to open things up here. They did get the engineer, which will help things out. But there goes the blue soldier. Can't stay in the fight. Quick Fix ready to go again. Sometimes just the question is like, well, what do we do with this Crits Creek charge? You know, how do we use it to push or whatever? And part of the other problem is if you use it on your demo and then you push with your demo man, all of a sudden your medic is just extremely far forward. That was a 2-person push into a 7-person team. I'll say 7-person because that's probably how many people were around there for Red. And they have a Crits Creek as well. So I think the Quick Fix is a good choice. You just kind of gotta pressure and take a little bit of damage and then use it. You know, the self-heal of it is great, but if you're jumping, you know, full health and you're jumping into a Crits Creek demo man, he's just gonna roll over that health in 2 seconds. But, you know, if you're kind of in a long fight and then you kind of maybe draw out the crits a little bit early, that could work a little bit better. Crits is kind of the scissors to the paper of the Quick Fix. The Quick Fix kind of considered the counter to the Uber Charge. And, well, then vice versa. The Uber Charge is a great counter to the Crits Creek if you have the time to build it and get it ready to go. That's obviously the danger here, you know, particularly when a team is just raining crits on you time and time again. Right now, it's more just the danger that they're losing players all over the place besides what's going on. Kenny getting stabbed there doesn't help. And, well, Big Right Gaming put together a very nice round last round, but this one is just not working out for him. What with this Quick Fix kind of being stuffed every time, kind of used in these odd positions. Maybe they did hear my advice. Maybe they did say, oh yeah, eXtine said Quick Fix Heavy is really strong, let's try that out. But I don't know, you know, that would make more sense than this being a well-polished strategy, because it didn't quite seem like they really knew how to utilize this Quick Fix. But then again, maybe they did practice it quite a bit. Maybe this is something that, just under the circumstances against the team, well, sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes you can't pull off those strategies that you practiced in your scrims, and it just doesn't quite work as well as you thought it was going to do. And on that note, looks like Walaos going to clear things off here, going to take the crown, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Walaos, your UGC Season 13 Asian Division champions. Congratulations. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode and the map before it. I am eXtine. I will see you guys next time. Peace.